What's up, everybody? Bluegabe. We are in South Alabama, Skipperville. Y'all check out those big catfish. I'm going to show y'all how we caught them, and there's a trick that you will never believe just how we did it. But first, I got to give a shout out to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. And while I'm giving Simply Safe a shout out, I need to give Mr. Ryan Holder a shout out. He invited us up here and said we're going to kill some deer, we're going to catch some catfish, and we've done both. My dad and I have both killed a buck. Ryan killed a buck, and we have filled the boat full of big, beautiful catfish. And I need to show you how we did it. We started out on the Chattahoochee River this morning. We got there about daylight. It was freezing cold. The fog was crazy. My dad is up here with us now. He's actually deer hunting right this second. This morning, he decided to sleep in. Well, I forgot my fishing poles here at Ryan's house, an hour away. So we had to call Dad at the hotel, tell him to get up, come get our fishing poles and the drone and bring them to us. So in the meantime, Ryan and I went and sat some jugs, and Ryan told me what he heard from an old timer, and that was one of the best baits in the world for catfish is soda. And it's not necessarily a bait, it's just an attractant. Y'all see this? Watch this. Can you see that? You see that little stream? It's not very much, but that's the secret to success. And we literally piled them up.
Who's got that bottle? Gone.
We're gonna need to put another barrel on him.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a fine. That bottle's got way more buoyancy than the noodles I got.
It's the Mr. Pibb. You gotta poke that pinhole in it.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get him. When I grab the bottle, I'll hand it to you, and it's easy, bud.
No, you pulling him. You're the angler. Hold on, I'll get you right on him. Yeah, there you go.
I just don't want him to pull off.
Mr. Pibb.
Oh, wow. Let's get it up. Don't come off, baby.
Oh! Oh!
Nice.
Oh! No! Oh!
Sir.
Let his head go in the net. Let his head go in the net. There you go. Oh, hang on.
It ain't. Ah, hey, that a baby.
Son!
Yes, sir.
Hey! What about that?
Yes, sir.
Good God, what a catfish. On the Mr. Pibb, y'all. I'm telling you, I knew it was going to do the trick. All you got to do is poke a little pinhole in the cap. It seeps some of that Mr. Pibb out. And that does the trick.
Oh, well, he may be about like that first one we caught.
That's a good eating size.
He'll grill, he'll fry, he'll do everything. Perfect. Yes, sir. Don't turn the boat, don't turn the boat.
I was trying to get it out from underneath us.
Oh, you come off. No, he didn't, no, he didn't. No, this thing's long. You mean to dip him? I just don't want the hook to come out. Pretty good. Yes, sir. Let me get him hooked up.
Yeah, that's a nice catfish.
It's a fine one. Good. He's gonna try to take it under. Oh, okay then. in. Got a puller. Nice.
Two of them. You got a double.
Okay, got a double. One in, two in.
Look at that.
Yes, sir, that's it.
Yeah, Mr. Pibb extra caught the big one. What's he, about 25? I bet he's 25 pounds. He's a big one. We're going to show you him in a second. But before we show y'all any of this, I need to show you a little bit more about Simply Safe. Simply Safe is serious home security, made simpler. All the protection you need with none of the hassle, headaches, or expense of old school brands. They have sensors to cover every window, room, and door. HD security cameras for inside and out. Plus great extras like smart locks, video doorbells, water sensors, and more. With the Simply Safe app, you're connected to your home anytime. With professional home monitoring service, Simply Safe will dispatch the police in an emergency. One of the best features is when you're away, like I'm getting ready to be on this trip, I can check in on my house with the security system in just a second. Save 20% on your Simply Safe security system when you sign up for an interactive monitoring plan and get your first month free. Visit simplysafe.com/Bluegabe to learn more. All right, y'all, I promise you Simply Safe is the real deal. I can watch my house 24/7. When I'm up here in Alabama or wherever I'm at around the world, that does give me a good sense of comfort knowing that all my boats and everything in my house is protected. So, who's ready to see the rig and learn the secret? Now this is less poundage than we used today. I don't know what we did. Y'all,
15.
we ain't stopped. We got to Alabama a day and a half ago. We done sat two times, 2.5 times, 3 times.
2 times.
Went catfishing, like we've done everything. We ain't stopped. So this is the line. You see these hooks right here? These are what we call shiner hooks. It's what we bass fish with at home. It's like a circle and a J hook had a baby and they had that hook. Then I got a weight right here. I tied it on the bottom just like this. Just any fishing knot, doesn't matter, just quick, bam. About a foot above the hook. Come in close, come in here close, cameraman. You guys, this is Ryan Holder's debut. We're doing the knot that you've seen me tie 1,000 times. I call it a sabiki rig knot. Just like so. Grab it through. Pull it tight. Once you got the loop in there, take your hook. I know a bunch of you right now are wondering what the deal is with the Coke and the Mr. Pibb. You're still scratching your brain. You see that? Now we pulled out where we were fishing today. We started out in, what, about 20 foot of water, and then the river dropped. So the dam up there was flowing. And Ryan said that when the dam stopped flowing, that's when the catfish would bite. Well, it's funny because we caught this huge big mama while it was flowing, but I put a heavy weight on and pinned it to the bottom. And I'm telling you, it was this, and I'm gonna show you in a second. Let me just finish what I was going. So we pull about 20 foot of line off and cut it. And then we attached it to the top of this 2 liter. Just like so. You're essentially jug fishing, and some of y'all have heard that. Now, if you do want to fish like this, you better check the rules for the state that you live in, because every state's got different rules. Some you got to put your license on, and it's just a big, oh, it's peeing. You see that? Y'all see that? Sprite didn't work that good today. It did work better than Coke, but it didn't work near as good as Mr. Pibb. Now let me show you what we used for bait. A little shiner. They were alive earlier. This one didn't make the cut. Catfish, a lot of people think catfish only feed on the bottom. They don't. They'll come up off the bottom. They'll come all the way up to the surface. So we were using live shiners, and the weight allows it to skip over rocks and not get hung up. You can use this same rig on a fishing pole too, and that's the great thing about it. But today we were jug fishing. 1, that's what we set out to do, and 2, Ryan forgot all the fishing rods. I don't know why, but he did. Every one of them. All of my old salties were at the house. We pulled up to the ramp, and I'm like, God, I just feel like I'm missing something. I was missing a lot. Anyhow, so let me show you how I do this to the Coke. I was gonna use fountain, and fountain probably would have been the best one of all of them, to be honest with you, but I forgot it. Take a lighter and a bobby pin Get it hot. This is the important part. Don't use a nail, because if you use too much, it'll actually scare the fish off. You need to use just a teeny bit. Come in close. Come in close. You hear that? You hear that? That's the amount you want to do, just to where it's just trickling, just like that. Now, it's shooting out because there's carbonation expanded in there still. Once the carbonation levels out, it will literally just trickle. And I'm telling you, the scent to these sodas gets in the water, and these catfish come up and they cannot take it. And I highly recommend Mr. Pibb. Now that y'all know our secrets, if I catch you out there, I'm gonna know you watched me, because I'm gonna see Mr. Pibb, and I know ain't nobody else done that. So enough of all that. Let's watch Mr. Ryan clean a catfish with an electric knife, because he said he can do it faster than I can with a fillet knife. I'm gonna go ahead and forfeit right now, because for those of y'all who haven't been tuned in, look at my hand right there. That's what I did in the Bahamas with one of these sharp Dankos. Now, y'all know I use my Dankos, and I've been using a wire glove, and I don't have it. So I'm not whipping through this catfish trying to keep up with him. Go ahead and knock the side of yours off real quick. Come on now. Did you steal your wife's bread cutter or what?
Something.
You guys, he's literally like, he's my new brother from a different mother. We've known each other exactly 2 days.
I think they forgot to put power on his extension cord.
The cool thing is we're actually gonna chop this backbone up and fry it. So whatever meat he does leave behind will be ate.
Get on the backbone.
Son, you're gonna make me look real good. Look,
dude.
Look.
Hey, I can't even get this knife to cut out.
It's definitely the camera. Hey, guess what? I ain't editing that out.
All right, your turn to
And your phone's going off. You guys, this is just real life right here. Look, he just got camera shy. Come here, though. So they don't catch a bunch of big cat. You gonna end that? He's a duck hunter, can't you tell? All morning fishing. So they don't typically get a lot of the big catfish on jugs is how we were fishing today, because here, come over here real quick. This is how Ryan typically fishes. Today was the first time we ever tried the soda. And, oh, here's the spool line I was missing. I told you put it away. That's what we used, was 25-pound test Andy. So he doesn't typically catch the big ones because they're not fishing right on the bottom in heavy current. But look up here, right here. You see this huge chunk right here? He says he's never ate one before. He's about to. This is the best part of the catfish. Grouper have these, and they're called the cheek. Except for this, I guess, would be a jaw. They're a lot easier to get out of a grouper, though. Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out if you're ever going to get it out.
I got it. So when you cut it at an angle right there, and you get it to come, cut slowly so you don't cut through the skin. Uh-oh, we got people. See, we ain't even started cooking fish yet, and we got people showing up. Now watch right here. Let me tell you what that little piece right there will taste like. Little nugget, boy, a little nugget. Now, with these big catfish like that, they can be a pain in the butt. You would think that their fillet starts up here, and it does, but it comes at a weird angle. I'm gonna save this fish's belly and all. Why are you backing up? You scared I'm gonna cut you?
I don't know. I seen your finger over there.
So when I cut myself in the Bahamas, it took me exactly 1,000th of a second to know it's time to go to a Bahamian hospital, and then hurry. Come over here and show them from the top.
Daddy.
You guys see how I'm doing this? I've got it just like a typical fish, but these big pec fins don't allow it to lay on its side like a snapper would or something like that. You know Ryan's gonna look back. Y'all, they call him Holder, but I've been calling him Ryan because that's his name. He's gonna look at this video in about 3 years and be like, I can't believe I choked on that fillet job right there in front of all these fans. But it's funny because not everybody cleans fish all the time, so you can't expect everybody to be good, and if they don't do a great job, who cares? Cheer them on and say, hey, we'll clean another one in a minute. Look at that. Look at this.
That's what a sharp knife will do for you right there.
It'll make your hand look like that too in a heartbeat. See how I'm not moving the knife very much? I'm just pulling on the fillet. The fillet was trying to fall off. Look at that, y'all. Come in here and cut this bloodline out. Cut them up in cubes. And it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. What you know about that?
It look good.
Man, when we get older, our backs start hurting and stuff. All right, so once you get the fillets off the skin, you're gonna notice a big bloodline like this. Bring your knife in here at an angle and you'll get most of it. You don't want the center because that tastes really fishy, especially on a catfish. Come in here close, you see this right here? That's fat. When did y'all get out of school?
What is this for? What is this for?
Do y'all watch YouTube? Have you ever heard of Bluegabe on YouTube?
No.
You're gonna watch my next episode of catfishing. You'll see that in the thumbnail with catfish and you're gonna have to watch it. Back to what I was saying, y'all. This is Ryan's son, and what's your name?
Bowen?
Bowen. What's yours? Rylan?
You just said.
We've been here for 2 days, but we've been so wide open, we literally haven't had any time to do anything but try to keep up with Mr. Ryan. So I just skin a little bit of it off. Some of y'all might like that fat. I don't. It's like fat on an alligator. It can be really, really nasty. All right, y'all, look what we got cooking. We got Zatarans. We got some, what's that in that bag? Hot sauce?
Crystals.
Crystal's hot sauce. Ooh, look at all that fish. Now I put it on the paper towel so it soaks up a lot of that water. What are y'all doing over here though? Look. Son, you see that kid's face? He's even about to gag. Y'all see that right there? Yeah, I can't show much of that, but son, y'all see that right there? Yeah, I can't show much of that. We've been on a killing mission, ain't we?
That's right, roll tide.
Roll tide. You like eating these things?
Man, these are awesome.
Well, I brought them just for y'all.
You don't like them?
It might be good for like fishing bait.
I mean, you don't like them, just eat them raw?
Oh man, I'm gonna get sick. What are you putting on yours?
I like a little ketchup, a little hot sauce, just whatever. Today I'm eating hot sauce only. I don't feel like getting up and getting ketchup.
Have we stopped in the last, what, more than 48 hours?
Well,
About
I've dragged
60
2 bucks, I've tracked 2 does, and I caught 19 fish.
I'm telling you. So a lot of y'all that are around the world or up north or out west, if you've never traveled to Alabama, it's such an awesome place. The people here are absolutely amazing. The history, everywhere you go, it's like when you come here, there's so many humble people of all nationalities. Like literally Alabama can be one of the best places you will ever travel to. They don't have great big mountains. They don't have anything like extravagant. They just have a culture and the people and the woods and the deer and the catfish and the crappie and everything they have to offer is amazing. So I highly suggest coming to visit Alabama. Check out Holder's Instagram. I'm going to put it right here. Keep up with him because he doesn't post very much now, but we're going to get him to start posting more because he does travel all over the country hunting big whitetails, ducks, and everything else. So the grease is warming up now. We're going to start battering this fish. He's got a technique that I've never seen before, and we're going to show y'all how he does it. All right, y'all, it's about to go down right here, right now. We got the kids playing, the dogs barking. They're doing donuts in there on their razors. Y'all know how it is. It's Friday. We're supposed to be, it's like our day off, right?
That's right.
Except for we work. All the women out there that give your husband a hard time for going hunting, hunting is harder than work. I ain't never worked as hard as I hunt. So what are you gonna do with this?
So we're gonna take some of this catfish here.
We're not gonna season it at all?
We are gonna season it, but what we gotta do, we gotta get a little something something on it to be able to season it too. So we're gonna use it as like a marinade.
What's in there? Crystals, right?
Crystal's hot sauce.
Now we're only gonna cook enough for just us.
Yeah, we're not gonna cook the whole batch today.
Yeah, we got Holder's business partner behind the camera right now. This is his debut as a Bluegabe cameraman. What about jugging catfish, y'all? We caught, I think, what, 19?
19 total, yes.
And it was just literally one after another. Look at that, though.
We're just gonna get just enough on it so that our season over here sticks. And we're just gonna use some old Zatarain's fish fry. Seasoned. Give it that extra country crisp. So I'm gonna give this here a little arm. Give this here to
I guess this is already seasoned then, so we don't
Yes.
even need to season
You
it.
don't even season it. You just pour it straight into your mixer. Just throw your pieces on there. A little messy, but you got to get that taste to it.
If I'm gonna eat hot sauce, I want to eat crystals. That's about the only one.
Seasoning wise, yes, and it's not hot enough that the kids don't enjoy it once it's cooked down. So as you see, all our fish is out of here.
And you just pop the top and let it drop. You ever see TK and Mike?
Yeah, I used to love watching their videos.
The Nad Saber Supreme. $9.99 retail. If y'all have never heard of TK and Mike, when you get done with this video, not now, Google them on YouTube, I'm telling you, or search them on YouTube. They're the funniest two dudes ever. One of them's dead, died of cancer.
Right, I believe it's Mike.
Yeah, they're from Alabama.
That's right down the road.
Oh my gosh.
The Duck Buster come
Hannah
from right
Barron
there.
and her dad, Jeff Barron's from just down the road. And a cool thing about today, we were driving down the road and there's this little old house out in the middle of a field. And he said that's where Rosa Parks lived. Right?
Yep, it's a national whole sign, the whole deal. So they tell you exactly when and where and what year she was actually living there.
Rosa Parks.
Things are ready for the grease.
She was a great woman. Come on, let's go put them in the grease.
All right.
Come on. Hey, Ryan,
Yes, sir.
since my buck was bigger than yours, you got to go down the slide in the pool right now.
I ain't going down those slides in January in Alabama.
So last night we were cooking. I actually made bacon wrapped shrimp and they were amazing. Well, like normal, we had one drink and forgot all about the grease was on and scalded it, so we had to put new grease in here today. That's because Ryan's a bad influence.
I don't even drink.
There's something in that tea you've been drinking, I already know that.
Lemon.
You want your grease at 350 degrees.
And as you see, we're right on the borderline. I just bumped it down just a hair to where it'll start fluctuating back down into the green.
So one thing I haven't talked much about is the river that we were fishing. We were on the Chattahoochee. The Chattahoochee River up against the dam. What dam was that?
Fort Gaines.
Fort Gaines
Walter
Dam.
F. George Lake.
And they said it's like that the whole stretch of the river, so you don't need to go right there to the dam and everybody clog that spot up, because we caught them as we drifted down the river. The biggest catfish had a big weight on the bottom, and that one wasn't drifting. We caught it in a little, I just saw this, a little eddy where it was coming around, and I thought to myself, we were really just wasting time till Dad got there, and I said, we gotta fish while we're here. So we caught the big one there, and then we started just drifting down the bank. And we would leapfrog. When one would start pulling out, we'd get another one to pull it out, and we'd just leapfrog down the river and caught one catfish after another and had a blast. And the birds and the fog this morning was absolutely amazing.
Seen lots of whitetail deer.
Yeah, we did see a nice whitetail buck. He ended up taking a ride in the Pro Drive. No, I'm just joking. He could have, though. But really, though. Anyhow, this is going to take about 2 or 3 minutes, and it's going to be oh so good. My dad right now is sitting in the tree stand, and I guarantee you he wished he could smell that. Dad caught a largemouth bass on one.
Yeah, he did. About 14 inches, probably 2.5 pounds.
Nice largemouth bass. I think Ryan and I's relationship is what our world needs more of. We didn't even know each other existed. He never seen my channel. A girl, Lauren Longnecker, who's on Instagram with Kelly and I, who we've always just communicated with, never met. I put a post on Instagram that I wanted to go hunting somewhere in Alabama, and she's like, I got a buddy Ryan. And we messaged each other. We drove up here. I'd never seen him in my life, pulled in this driveway, and you would think if you hung out with us today that
We've known each other for years.
we're texting in a tree stand last night. You got to pull up that picture real quick that I sent you on the trail camera. The one
Let me see if I can find my phone.
The one,
I got my phone
the one
here.
when I was walking up in my deer. The funny one.
Yeah.
Oh, anyhow. So I texted, I was, no joke, I ain't trying to be gross. I'm in a little ground blind like this, and I had to pee so bad, but there was a doe there all evening, and she was looking in that ground blind like she was looking into my soul. So finally she left, and I'm standing up trying to pee in a bottle, And I look up and the big buck standing there, not looking, and all of a sudden he darted across, and I'm texting him, pee drizzling down my leg. I said, he's here, but I don't know where he went. I look back up, and he came out, and I could only see his rack, and he put his head down eating, he'd pick his head back up, and finally I dusted him.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah, Dad killed a nice buck right at dark, and that's what we came here to do.
Check it out. I want to make sure. Fine.
Ooh, smells good. Did you find the picture yet?
No, that's it. Hold on.
That's
Here.
perfect. Maybe need to be.
He's gonna have to find
Where
it.
did that?
So this is going to be today's the 14th, correct?
Yes.
So we got to scroll back to yesterday.
I don't know how the Indians survived, y'all. I had so much stuff in my ground blind last night. Battery pack, chargers for my cell phone, drinks, rangefinders.
It's past
Now
that.
we got trail cameras that send us pictures. A trail camera that sends pictures to you goes off of motion. Y'all pulled down and I walked up there sideways like this, and it sent him a picture.
Of his buttocks going to grab his 9-point.
Let me get here. Let me hold the camera. Right here, y'all. Right here.
Break you a piece of that. It's tough.
Man, that is good. That's fit to eat.
Got living in just a hair.
That's very good. A little warm.
Does it have any hint of Dr. Pepper to it? Or Mr. Pibb?
Pib. Guaranteed that was the Pib is what flavored this.
I'm
This
tell-
one tastes like a little bit of Sprite.
Yeah, we did Sprite. Sprite was number 2. It did almost
Coke,
as good.
Coke never got a bite.
I don't think Coke did at all, not even one.
If they would have never took the sweetness out of the Coke years ago.
Yeah. All right, y'all, that's it. We came, we caught fish. We showed y'all how we caught them, and I don't normally do that in every video. I actually showed you in detail. And if you skip to this part, go back and watch where I show you exactly how I made the rig. Thanks for watching, though. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following along on all of my awesome journeys. And we go all over the world. If you're new to the channel, go back into my library. I promise you, if you wanted to eat it before in your life, I guarantee you I got a video in my library somewhere showing you how to cook it and eat it. Thanks for watching, though, again, as I said. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the positive comments. But like my 11-year-old son Jake says, it's time to get up out of here and get the heck out of shape.